Y'all, I live and die by my planner. There is a famous quote, I don't know who it's attributed to, that says, "What gets scheduled gets done." And I believe those are words to live by. So today we're going to talk about how you can schedule and plan to get more done and some of my tips on how to do that. So whether you are your own business or you are working for someone else and we're trying to manage our time outside of work and inside of work, this video is for you. So I am Cassandra and I help motivated professionals build their careers and businesses through practical tips to gain career confidence. So let's get started. So there are two main things I want to talk about today: time batching and calendar blocking. So these are two of the best ways I've found to get more done. And this comes naturally to some of us and not so naturally to others. So first, let's talk time batching. Time batching is where you do one thing and one thing only for a set amount of time. So you don't multitask. Multitasking is a myth. But you choose a period of time and only do that one thing. So for example, I am time batching these videos. I did not sit down every day and make a new video. No, all October videos are made in one Saturday morning. I just switch my shirt. So that is an excellent way to get a bunch of things done in one task in one period of time. So think through, what is that thing you can time batch? It could be creating all your social media posts. It could be making all your lunches for the week. Time batching doesn't have to be a work-related activity. It's just setting aside a period of time and saying, for that period, I'm doing one thing only. And I'd like to let you know, it doesn't mean you have to do it for a long period of time. Here's my one issue with time batching is people make it sound like, well, if you're gonna batch, it's gotta be 2 hours or longer. But if I need to come up with 10 quick tips to share on Twitter, I might not need 2 hours for that. But if I set aside 20 minutes to come up with those tips and just say, for these 20 minutes, I'm gonna create 10 tips, I can do it much quicker than every day going, okay, wait, let me think about a tip. Let me write one down and then leave and then do another. So even if it's a small amount of time, to just say, for that designated time, I'm doing this one task and as many versions of that task as possible, that works. That can do it for you. So let me know in the comments, what is something you think you could batch? So if you noticed, I kept talking about batching as setting an allotted amount of time, which means you need to schedule that. You need to schedule your day. Block your calendar for specific tasks. You know, nobody gets up and is like, hey, you know what? I've got 2 hours free. I'm gonna batch videos now. No. I scheduled this time. I already set it aside and knew this is what I'm doing. So make sure you are blocking your calendar and setting aside specific times for specific activities. So for example, I block 1 hour every morning to work on my business. Now, sometimes I already know exactly what I'm scheduling in that time, like doing these videos or writing an outline or creating the newsletter, and I will assign that task to that hour. So on Mondays, I write my weekly newsletter in that hour, and it says that on my calendar. In this one or on my Google Calendar, I do kind of a hybrid of both. But other days, as the week goes on, I don't quite know what I'm still gonna have to do. I have my long to-do list. I'll just block hours in the day that just say work. And as the week goes on, I can fill in what's still left to do to go in those spots. So I think it's really important to block the time, even if you don't quite know yet what the task will be. If you have it, go ahead and block it. If you're not quite sure, at least block the time and then just say check to-do list and look at your list for what tasks can go there at that time. I hope that made sense. And y'all, schedule everything. So if on your to-do list you have laundry to do, schedule the time to do laundry. If you need to clean dishes, you know, schedule it on your calendar. If you need some free time because we're a person who's going to overblock everything, schedule free time. I have like fun things scheduled after this. I'm getting my nails done. So you need to schedule those things too. This is as close as we can come to balance in our lives. Balance itself is not real, but this is a pretty close second. So a bonus tip for you, try to calendar block and batch with your energy levels. So we all have certain parts of our day where we have higher energy and parts where we have lower energy, and that's different for every person. I am a morning, like early morning person. So I get up, get going, and film these videos in the morning. In the afternoon, from about 1 to 4, I am good for absolutely nothing. There are no hard activities going on during that time. That is when I clean dishes, okay? Or that is when I take a nap. So I make sure that I am scheduling my high, like really needing my mind and brain focused activities for the morning, and those things where I can check out a little bit or just need some rest for the afternoon. So if you can do that too, that's awesome. If we're not there yet, just start blocking time and see how it goes, and see where you maybe had a hard time getting motivated to do an activity, maybe switch them around. So that is today's video. I hope this has been helpful. Please let me know down in the comments what is something that you are batching this week. I would love to hear about it, and maybe we can get ideas from each other on things to batch that we just didn't even think about. I would love to hear those in the comments. I read all of them. I love chatting with you there. So thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you know when new videos come out, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.